All right, so I've already made a couple of videos on this topic, the Austin Metcalf situation, and Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player. I've given my opinion on it, and I'll continue to do so as the trial goes forward, where Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player, will inevitably be convicted. That's my prediction now. He will be convicted. That nigga's going to prison, as he should. He killed a person. But in this particular video, we're going to look at the perspectives of two black men that I regularly listen to. Charleston White more so than the other character that we're going to listen to. I think they both offer very interesting perspectives. When it comes to a vast array of different topics. But on this topic in particular, one is right and the other is just plain dead wrong. Plain dead wrong. We're going to listen to both. Remember to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm going to come back with some more commentary. But nonetheless, we're going to start with Charleston White on the Austin Metcalf Carmelo Anthony situation.
A racial killing. So why are the adults coming in playing the race game? The worst thing y'all could do is play the race game in this redneck county, nigga. That black judge, they already working to get her out of there. She will not be a judge in Collin County anymore. And if you from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you know them people don't play out there, nigga. They from out of town. These are outsiders. They will make an example out of that black kid. And black people will get him hung playing the race card. How dumb can you be? This is the time we supposed to say, let's come together. Why can't we all get along? This is that time so we can have his life spurred. They go hang that boy. He deserved to go to prison. If you take a life, you ain't supposed to be able to walk away with no consequences. It's consequences to your actions, right or wrong. Even if you justified to take a life, your life wasn't in danger. Karmelo was wrong, dead wrong. In the witness accounts of what he said, he grabbed the book bag. Let me tell black people how dumb y'all live. Don't you know they got a police report with the evidence of a knife and not a cleat sharpener? There's no such thing as a cleat sharpener. They have evidence, a police report where they confiscated a knife. How dumb can y'all be? And black people, y'all don't have no compassion for a parent who have to bury their child. Y'all haven't extended no level of empathy for another dead kid. Black people, I hate that this kid will be sacrificed, but he's not from here, so I don't give a fuck about him. Fuck him. His daddy is a weak nigga to me. Nigga, y'all out here in this $900,000 house renting. These people say y'all got 4 or 5 registered failed businesses, and man, they finna make a mockery out of y'all. But your daddy, nigga, the daddy ain't got nothing to say and his boy dead. You let the bitch do, nigga, you weak, nigga. That's why the boy weak. You weak, that's why the boy weak. And the mama weak, cause nigga, she doing all this goddamn talking, but he left out of your house with a knife. With a knife. Stay at home, mom. And nobody cares about your daughter can't sleep because y'all getting death threats. Your son killed somebody. That boy brother can't sleep from holding his brother dying. You think people, y'all are not the victims. Carmelo Anthony, you and your renting family, y'all are not homeowners in a town full of homeowners. Y'all are renters. You're not even from here. And you done brought people that's not from here to cause trouble and try to divide us from our good blacks. You're gonna pay, Anthony family. They're gonna hang. Your boy's gonna suffer. See, right now, y'all don't know. The dad's a convicted felon. This kid is gonna pay, as he should. Because they got all these dumbass black people playing a race card in a racist town. And I wouldn't call them racist. They just don't like your kind. And neither do I. I hate a victim-minded black person. I hate a black person that doesn't take accountability. I hate a criminal-minded black person. I hate a nigga that let his wife do all the speaking, so I surely don't like that father. He let his bitch do all the talking, hollering and screaming with all those emotions like the black woman have. Oh, man, that's a strike against the culture. This...
All right. So we heard that was Charleston White. And he's absolutely right. You know, this is not a situation about race. This is simply about right versus wrong. Right versus wrong. You don't get to bring a knife to school and stab somebody. To me, this is one of the most clear-cut cases of someone who should go to prison. You brought a knife to school. You provoked a confrontation. You stabbed a person. You go to prison. Clear cut. But the media is using this situation as an emotional manipulation tactic to bamboozle black people into thinking that they're somehow a victim. And Charleston White is exactly right. Black folks have to get rid of this victim mindset. Oh, woe is me, I'm black. Everybody's always targeting us. Everybody's always after us. I'm not worried about the white man coming after me. I work around white people every day at work. I work around like redneck white people in like rural houses that are away from everybody. I'm not worried about them attacking me. I'm not worried about them killing me, but I am worried about the black man next door robbing my house. I am worried about, not necessarily the black man next door to me. I think he's a pretty nice guy. But in general, I'm worried about El Negro fucking with me. But we have another interesting perspective coming from another black man. Umar Johnson. We all know Umar Johnson. Now, in recent months, I think his reputation has taken a hit because it came out that he doesn't take care of his daughter. He hasn't paid child support. He hasn't been in her life. Or maybe he has paid child support, but he hasn't been in the girl's life. And Umar, I like his takes when it comes to interracial relationships. I think he's right when it comes to that. But in this video, gosh, the victim mindset is just going to be hard. He's going to go with a full-out, hard-down, total victim mindset in this one. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at it. Let me get my audio. Let's take a look at it.
What's wrong with you? Was wrong. You wasn't there. He was wrong. How do you know he was wrong? You wasn't there. You didn't stand in defense of none of our slain when the police took their lives. You didn't speak up for Trayvon. You didn't speak up for Sonia Massey. You didn't speak up for Sonia Bland or Amir Locke or Dante or Philando Castile or Freddie Gray. You didn't speak up for Breonna Taylor, but you're going to get on the internet and speak up for Caucasian Nation? To every Negro apologizing to Caucasian Nation and publicly convicting our brother Karmelo Anthony in the court of public opinion before he has had his day in court, shame on you Negroes. Shame on every coon. Shame on every Negro pen. Shame on every black cracker who's on the internet apologizing to Caucasian Nation, condemning our brother to guilt before he's had his day in court because you love your slave master. Shame on...
I just want to stop right there. We're gonna get to the rest of his video, but this is a tactic that people like him, Tariq Nasheed, this is something they like to do. Anytime you don't agree with something they say, you're a Negro pen, you're a coon. Oh, you're a coon. You're defending this white boy, defending Caucasian Nation. What the fuck is Caucasian Nation? I don't know what the fuck that means. This is not about race, like Charleston White said. This has nothing to do with race. This is right versus wrong. The sad part about this, Umar Johnson wouldn't be saying shit if these were two black kids. If one black kid shot another black kid, which happens every day in Chicago, he's not saying anything. But one black kid stabbed another black kid, he wouldn't be saying anything. But the minute it's white and black, the Negro pen, it's not about race. This is strictly about right versus wrong. I hate the fact that they call us coons. They will call me a coon. They call Charleston White a coon. I hate that these coons like Umar Johnson, Rather than giving black people good information, which would be information regarding accountability, information regarding, hey, maybe you shouldn't take knives to school. Have you ever thought about that? Hey, maybe you should hold yourself accountable and not rush to anger and violence whenever something isn't going your way. Rather than giving that type of good advice, he's fixating, he's emboldening on the victimhood narrative. Oh, I'm a victim. Oh, black man in America, so bad. No, if you're a black man in America, statistically, you're more likely to be killed by another black man. You're more likely to be robbed by another black man. You're more likely to be a victim of violence at the hands of another black person, not the white man. But if you were to say that, if I were to say that to Umar Johnson, you're a cool woke, you're a cool woke. And I think this is terrible for black people because it puts blinders on our eyes when it comes to the truth. We're blinded from the truth by listening to people like Umar Johnson. Nonetheless, let's take a look at the rest of it. Let me get my audio.
You Nick talking about he had a knife. You damn right. If you're a black man living in America, you better be walking around with a weapon talking about he had a knife. You got white boys riding around with guns and y'all crying about a knife. You damn right. If you're a black man in America, you better have some kind of a weapon on you. We are public enemy number one. He's supposed to have a damn knife. What's wrong with you? The coonocracy is out of control.
All right. I told you, you heard it. We're the number one victims in America. We're the number one target in America. No, we're not. Yeah, with each other, I'm not afraid of white people. You know, whenever I'm delivering my packages, I'm enrolled in college now, so hopefully I'll only be delivering packages for like the next 2 or 3 years, maybe. But, you know, whenever I'm in a black neighborhood, I'm nervous. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get shot. Oh shit, there's some niggas on the corner. What are those niggas up to? Why aren't they at work? But I feel so safe in a white neighborhood. You know, sometimes I feel like, you know, a white person might walk up to me and say, hey, what is your black ass doing here? This is a nigger-free zone. And I'll politely say, hey, I'm delivering packages. But other than that, I'm not worried about some white person accosting me and shooting me and killing me just because I'm black, just because I'm a target. I'm the number one target in America. No. That's a fantasy. That's a fantasy. You know, these are arguments that you could have made maybe in the 1930s, the 1940s. Yeah, because, I mean, niggas weren't generally getting hung back then, which is a bad thing, a terrible thing. But circa 2025, are black men and black women the number one victims in America? Are we the number one targets in America? No. No. Don't fall for this narrative. This isn't about race. This is about right versus wrong. This is about not going to school with a knife and provoking a fight. And if you are going to provoke a fight, use fist. Don't stab a motherfucker in the heart. It's evil. Very evil. Nonetheless, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And remember to like, subscribe, share. And as always, stay woke.